No. There we go. Okay, sorry about that, guys. So this is a tutorial stream, so there are bugs. Hello. Welcome to the second edition of Sunday Stream Salvation. I am your host, Reverend Retro. On a Sunday, everybody, on a Sunday, I am your host, Reverend Retro. Glad to have everybody here. You're in a stream that bugs are welcome to. Kinks and issues are going to happen in the stream. It is everything is bland and basic just to teach you guys what to do. So yeah, I'm going to have a few little issues. I have no mic settings here, so all my mic settings are very basic at the moment. But as we teach you guys a lot of things, you're going to learn how to take certain mics and do it how things sound on my other stream. So yeah, we're going to get that going. Retro, let's see who, let's do some shout outs in the chat and things, everybody. We got Tabitha Sabbatha, thank you for the raid. Everybody coming from Tabitha stream, hello and welcome. Glad to have you guys here. I greatly appreciate you all. If you're streamers, if you're beginner streamers or want to stream and want to enhance your stream, that's what this is all about. As you can see, the camera is all nice and cool. I got my nice fancy little microphone right here. I've got a lot of great things here. Okay, let's see. Okay, you guys, let's see. Time for Salvation, Church with Retro. Yes, the guys, tutorial stream. Yes, the goody one. Hello, Leather Rebel, Eon Rock and Roller, John MCT, John Bliss, Blast Bit Metal Drumming, the goody one. Everybody that is here, glad to have you all here. Yes, I'm about to take you to church. Stream church, everybody. It is time for some stream preaching, everybody. First and foremost, for a little bit of information and stuff, for those who don't know, who are new here, let me give you a little bit of background of myself before we get into all the good, cool stuff. I do have 3 degrees. I have a 4-year degree in computer science dating back a long time ago. I am fairly old, guys. I have a 4-year degree in computer science with a minor, with that 4-year degree, I have a minor in parapsychology, but my parapsychology comes in handy tomorrow on my Mystery Monday, which is my paranormal discussion stream where we talk about aliens and ghost hunting and Bigfoot and Loch Ness Monster and things like that. Let's see what's going on in chat. What's up, man? How are you? From Blast Bit. I'm good, chilling. Nice, everybody. Awesome. Okay, so yeah, I have a 4-year degree in computer science with a minor in parapsychology. I also, from Full Sail University, guys, which is a entertainment college, I have a 4-year degree in digital cinematography, which is digital filmmaking. I have a 2-year degree in media communications as well, so I do have 3 degrees in what I'm about to teach you guys. So it's not coming from somebody who just trial and error figured it out. Yeah, some of it's trial and error for myself, but a lot of it is stuff that I've actually known. I actually have been doing. I've been streaming on YouTube since YouTube first came out and started the live streaming. I went to Twitch in 2017, and 1 year ago, on the 14th of this year, basically the 14th of January, guys, a year ago on the 14th of January, I made my affiliacy on Twitch. So I have a nice little background for you guys. Now, for a little bit of humor, now that you know a little bit about myself, I do have quite a bit of streams that I do. My streams start on Saturdays with Retro Rants, where I basically release and vent all the things that are frustrating me. A lot of you who are here in the stream tonight were there this past Saturday when I was doing my streaming. Yesterday. That starts my week off. Then I do my Sunday Stream Salvation, guys, which is where I teach you guys all the cool stuff to do on streaming. For Sunday Stream Salvation, I'll get more into that here momentarily. Mondays, I have Mystery Mondays, where we do the ghost hunting tutorials, teaching you about the occult, demonology, aliens, everything that's paranormal. Then skip forward to Tuesdays, maybe not on this stream. Someone dropping the sus. Leather dropping the sus. Leather's dropping the sus. When is your birthday, John? We will get to my birthday momentarily, John Blitzed. I want to kind of get the introductions out so we can get into the heart of this. On Tuesdays is the Critical Hit. Let me do a shout out to the Critical Hit, guys. This is my joint talk show with Hellfire underscore LTV. Hellfire and I have a gaming streaming talk show where we talk about all the news for gaming, all the tech news, and all the streaming news. Then fast forward to Friday, I have Fallout Friday, and then on Saturday again, everything starts over. So that's enough about me. Today, guys, Sunday Stream Salvation. Let's go ahead and go over the rules of Sunday of streaming. The first rule of Stream Club is you don't talk about Stream Club, okay? Second rule of Stream Club is if you want for streamers who want to get into Stream Club, the second rule of Stream Club would be turn back, don't stream. No, I'm just joking. There is no other rule for Stream Club, ladies and gentlemen. It's just don't talk about Stream Club. With streaming, there's a lot of different things to talk about. Let me see if I can get my notes here. Bear with me. I do have notes and stuff. While I get my notes set, John Blitz, my birthday is January the 23rd, which is a week from yesterday. 1 week from yesterday, I'll have my birthday stream celebrating my birthday. For those who don't know, I'll be turning 47. I'm eking at that 50-year-old door. But hey, I live life really, really good. I live just like a young person. So, the first thing you want to do, for those who are not streaming yet and want to get streaming, like John Blitzed, Boa Blitzed in the house, 47, right? I will be 47 years old, Boa. Wow, exactly. Wow, that is old. Yes, it is old, but like you, me and you are in the same club, you know, even though it's old, I look at it more, we're like wine. We get better with age. You know, I level up. I'm not getting older. I'm leveling up. Okay? I'm a level 47 badass. Okay? That's pretty much how it is. Come next Saturday, I will be a level 47 badass. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. Hell yeah. There we go. So anyway, if you're starting out in streaming and you have not yet done any streaming, like myself, like Blastbit, like Boa, like Tabitha Sabbatha, like Leather Rebel, a lot of them are already in streaming, already have their accounts. I have a lot of stuff already done. No, we just don't do dumb shit anymore. Exactly, Boa. Exactly. But the first thing you want to do when you start streaming, ladies and gentlemen, plain and simple, the easiest thing to do in streaming is create an account. You want to create an account with your preferred streaming service. That is the first thing to do with getting in streaming. Why? Pretty much you want to take some time to watch other streamers and see what they're doing and figure out what you want to do. You want to understand everything there is to do about the platform you chose. There are a lot of streaming platforms out there, from Twitch to YouTube to Facebook, and there's other third-party sites out there. There's Game Fuel, the energy drink company, has their own streaming platform. So there's a lot of streaming platforms out there. Also, heads up, I am live in my personal Discord, so if you're a member of my personal Discord, feel free to join. You're welcome to join the audio so you can ask questions, and I'll answer them on stream. Let me go ahead and drop that Discord link in there, ladies and gentlemen. Somebody just sent me a message, speaking of that. That was Sir Dunksy. Sir Dunksy dropped the message, but let me get back to my notes. Okay, so... anyway, the first link for the Discord up there where it says Retro's personal Discord, that is my personal Discord. The second link is for Fallout people. If you want to get into Fallout role-playing with me, there's the Discord for that. And the third link, ladies and gentlemen, for Stream Demons. Horns up for my Stream Demons out there. Horns up for the Stream Demons. Gotta show love to my Stream Demons. If you want to be a part of one of the best stream teams out there, join that third link. Join the Stream Demons. And let me know that you found me through my streams here. But yeah, Stream Demons, everybody, if you're streaming. See, there goes Leather Rebel dropping those horns up right there. Horns up for the Stream Demons, everybody. Anyway, like I said, once you figure out what preferred streaming service that you want to go to, be it Twitch, be it YouTube, be it Facebook, be it Theta, whichever of the sites that you want to go there, sit there, take some time before you start streaming, watch the other streamers, see what they do on that platform, see what is required on the platform, see what they're not doing. You know, this gives you an idea of where you want to go, how you want to do things, and stuff like that. The next thing that you want to do, the second step of this, I got something on my lip, a piece of skin. The second thing is, who are you? What can you do? What do you know? What is it that you want to share? What do you want to stream? What do you want people to see, to know, to learn that you can give them? That is a question you need to ask when you're trying to figure out what you're going to stream. Don't be like, oh, hey, everyone's game streaming, so I'm a game stream to be like everybody else, and I'm going to copy this person. They're doing this, so that's what I want to do. You know, it's okay to copy people. There's nothing wrong with copying people. But try to be original, because here's the thing, and a lot of you guys in the stream, you know this, okay? Some of you streamers, Tabitha, Blastbit, the Goody One, Leather Rebel, a lot of you guys understand what I'm about to say, is if you're copying somebody, everybody who watches you, who comes to see you, whether they're your regulars or somebody new, they will know. They will know you're copying. They'll be like, oh, Markiplier's doing this. Oh, wait, Harris Heller is doing that. You know, so everybody out there is going to know if you're copying someone. Now, it's okay to say, okay, like, for instance, Ivory Gale, she's streaming right now, ladies and gentlemen, but, for instance, with her, she has a layout that's inspired by Harris Heller. Now, what do I mean by this? What do I mean by inspired by? They will be like, you're copying me. Exactly. So what do I mean by inspired by? There's a difference in copying and inspiration, okay? Copying is when you blatantly do exactly what they're doing, take all their graphics, everything, like literally 100% make yourself look and act just like them, okay? You're being somebody that you're not. When you're inspired by, you're like, okay, I like the layouts, but I'm going to make it mine. I'm going to use my images. I'm going to do this tweak, that tweak. You take the idea and make it your own. Okay, that's inspired by. That's one of the key things that you want to do when you're creating a layout. As you're seeing right now with my layout, with certain tweaks and stuff, I'm using a lot of natural sunlight right now, as well as my softbox. So that's the reason why I got a certain blue tone right now, is because it's coming from the sunlight. But as you see, there's no streamer who has, and as you can see, I've got green screen, everybody. I'm using green screen. But as you can see with my background, there's no streamer out there who has a background like me, who has a setup like me. This is completely original. This is all retro. This is 100% me. There's nothing like me. I am being me. One of the things I teach people and tell people in my Stream Demons and in my personal Discord is be you times 2. Be yourself. Most anybody who talks to me on a personal level outside of streaming, hang on. Okay, so when I'm my normal self, this is pretty much how I am. There's no extra energy. This is pretty much how I talk on my personal Discord with my friends when I'm on an offsetting type thing. However, when I'm being like this, you know, this is just who I am. Pretty much be you times 2. I'm still being myself. The only difference is I'm adding a little bit of energy to who I am. Have I changed who I am? No. I'm still me. I'm just turning up the knowledge, turning up the volume. Pump up the volume from the 90s, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't know the 90s, you won't know that one. But you pump up the volume. Be you times 2. Be yourself. Give yourself a little bit of energy, because you don't want to be like this. Hello, everybody. I'm Retro. Welcome to my stream. We're going to be today playing some video games or talking about stream tutorials. So hopefully you'll enjoy this show. Thank you for being here. You don't want to be like that. That's kind of boring. You know, give yourself a little bit of energy. be you, but pump up that fucking volume. Be you times 2. Let's get with chat, see what I'm missing in chat for a second here. Leather Rebel says, testify. Tabitha says, yeah, that church background looks clean. Imagine talking like that on stream. Right? Now, Tabitha knows, because we had what was called the Church of the Divine Pixel, ladies and gentlemen. A regular retro, boring, stream retro, lit as fuck. Right, the goody one? Right? So, in the Church of the Divine Pixel, and I'll teach this down the road, but I'm going to give you a little understanding. I have, and Tabitha knows this one, I have what are called the 7 deadly stream sins, okay? One of which is what I call the sin of sloth. It's the sloth sin. You'll hear me talk about stream sloths. A stream sloth is, let me get a controller. Game controller in my hand. Hello. Welcome, everybody. Oh, hey, I'm playing Final Fantasy right now. You don't pay attention to chat. You don't have no energy. You pretty much don't even care about your chat. You're just streaming yourself playing games. That's not what streaming is about, ladies and gentlemen. That is a stream sloth. Another thing about a stream sloth magnified. Here's an over-exaggerated stream sloth, guys. Okay, let me lay the chair back a little bit. Gotta get that reclined back. This is the... I hate this stream sloth even worse than a basic stream sloth. This is your maximized, over-exaggerated stream sloth. NGI, I lead those streams so fast. Right, the goody one, so do I. If you're a stream sloth, if you're doing one of the stream sins, I'm out of your stream quick. Matters of seconds. Okay, so this is the reason why you don't want to do the stream sins. I will teach those on the next episode, but I have a little bit of important stuff on today's episode. But this is the worst of the stream sloths. The ones that lay back in their chair, they're all leaned back, you know, and they're just like, okay, game controller in hand on my lap. You know, you're not even holding it up. You got it literally just lounging in your lap. And it's like, okay, hello, everybody. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You know, you can barely hear me because I'm away from the microphone. You know, your audio is super, super low. It's okay. Yeah, you know, it's like, oh, I'm streaming because I'm such a good gamer. Yeah, look at my skills. Look at my kills. Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, what? Okay, why did you do that? You know, I'm sorry, no. The relaxed retro, right? You know, I can't stand that. I cannot. I'm sorry. You know, have you ever seen the people in their car that want to look like they're gangster? So they do the driving like this, and they're driving the car all in, but like, hey, look at me, I'm gangster, man. Yeah, I'm rolling in my Pinto. That's right, I'm rolling in my Pinto, man. Yeah, look at me, all gangster. Yeah, you know, that's what the extreme stream sloth reminds me of, is somebody trying to roll in their pimped out car looking fly. You know, you're like, oh yeah, I'm looking so relaxed, I'm looking so chill, look at me. No, that you don't want that. You don't want that in the stream. You gotta have the energy. I never seen anyone do that. I would laugh my head off. Oh, I've seen it, John. I've seen it. We seeing all different sides of you today. Right, the goody one? Right. I have not been sleeping. I have not seen the sleeping gamer before. Oh, there's gamers out there that will sleep on cam. Some of them really are sleeping. Some of them are faking it. Hold on. Here's a fake sleeping gamer. Okay, we'll do this number like this. You know, you can fake it. A lot of people fake the sleeping stream because a lot of those streams get attention. Okay, it's like, oh my god, someone's sleeping. Let's watch them sleep because it's so entertaining to watch somebody fucking sleep. No, it's not. But for some reason, people watch the game sleepers. So for whatever the streaming sleepers. So those stream sloths, basically, like they'll fake it to get the attention. Dude, you need to be an actor. That actually drew me in, right? Oh, pillow, hang on. I got the pillow right here. Let me get the pillow going right here. Oh, okay. Now we're going to do some game sleeping now. Okay, here we go. You know, come on. Ridiculous, people. I don't want to sit there and watch you sleep. you know, and why they fake it is ridiculous. But whatever. And accessorizing the pillow, right? I need to exactly. You gotta match. You gotta look good. You know, if you're streaming, you're gonna look good while you're sleeping. You know, Patrick Stewart acting, right? NGI, that look comfy, right? Right. I don't know what NGI is. You gotta remember, I'm in the old group. You know, I'm what people like to call a boomer. You know, but so I don't know what NGI is. So you're gonna have to enlighten me on that. Not gonna lie. Oh, okay, NGL, not NGI. Got you. Not gonna lie. Got you. Okay. So, like I said, BU times 2. Who are you? What can you do? What do you know? You know, what is it that you want to share to people? Thanks, Goody, right? We all teaching, exactly, it's all about teaching, it's all about education. But anyway, figure out what you want to stream, and if you want a gimmick or not, and what is your brand. You got to know what your brand is, okay? What do I mean by brand and gimmick? Give me a second to wet the whistle. Now, branding is a key thing. As most of you know, my brand is RetroActive right here. This is my main logo. Oh, if I can get my fingers right. This is my main logo, guys. Okay? That's my main logo. So I have a brand. I am RetroActive. I am a retro gamer. I love retro games. I love modern games. The whole premise is I'm a time traveler who travels from the 80s to the future to play all the games of the future, but I also play all the games of the past. Now, I've stopped playing the games of the past. We teach Retro the current lingo, and he teaches us the Streamdeck. Exactly. It's a full circle. The circle of streams. It is where we something, I don't know. I'll make that up later. But yeah, I was doing a little spoof of Circle of Life, ladies and gentlemen. Disclaimer: this stream is not endorsed by Pepsi. No, it's not. This stream, if it was endorsed by anybody, it would be endorsed by Coca-Cola. The only reason why I have a Pepsi in my hand right now, ladies and gentlemen, is because that is what I currently have at the moment, because it's what I can afford. For those who don't know, normally I make my own Nuka-Cola from my soda stream from the Fallout cookbook, but I'm sitting here talking in my disclaimer voice. Damn, Goody, when you got me talking in my disclaimer voice. But I normally drink Coca-Cola or Nuka-Cola. Thanks to the $3,000 being stolen out of my bank, I'm a little tight on funds, so I have to make do with what I got. And at the moment, Pepsi is inexpensive. It is as nasty as it can be. It's still wet and cold, so it works. But anyway, brand, gimmick. So a time traveler from the 80s. You know, that's my gimmick. My brand is my RetroActive. Okay. I do have an actual name. I don't tell people my real name in all the time. I'm not going to tell you what my last name is, but I will tell you what my real first name is. Even though most people call me Retro, ladies and gentlemen, because in this stream, the personas of Retro are kind of going to be 50-50. But my real name is Jason. I will type it into the thing because it's not spelled like the typical Jason. But my name is Jason. But please call me Retro. Don't call me Jason. The only people who get to call me Up Circle of Streams. And just so y'all know, I've got a special plugin that clip is automatically going to go to my Discord. Automatically, I don't have to do nothing. I don't have to post it just by Tabitha posting it in chat. Oh, and see, Boa Blitzed knows me as Surf. For those who don't know, for the longest time, and still to this day, outside of streaming, I was known as Surfocrates for the longest time. Surfocrates was my nickname since I was 14 years old. I went into it and has unfollowed. The Goody want to follow me? No! But so yeah, I was known as Surfocrates, and I used to get people who couldn't, because a lot of people would call me Surfocrates, and things like that. They couldn't say Surfocrates, or Surfocrates. So I got people to start calling me Surf. And then eventually I was like, wait, RetroActive, call me Retro. You know, I am Retro and I am active. I am RetroActive. So Retro became my persona eventually. This says it will always be surf. And Boa, you and Fluffy Life and Biscuits and Billy and John Blitzed, y'all are OG people. You forever will be allowed to call me Surf. You know, everyone else can call me Retro. You know, Retro Surf. Yeah, Retro Surf works too. So yeah, you know, Boa's OG. Boa is allowed to be able to call me Surf. He's one of the few people allowed to. Otherwise, it's all Retro. Now, I'm getting away from some of my stuff here, but as I was saying, figure out who you are, figure out your brand, figure out your gimmick if you want a gimmick or not. Now, the last of the three things that I'm teaching you as far as tips today is gear up, okay? What do you mean by gear up? Pretty much you want to start with basic gear. You don't want to go all in and spend lots and lots of money on cool, popular gear, okay? Don't spend money, like as most of you know, I've got the Elgato Wave 1 from Elgato, owned by Corsaid, ladies and gentlemen. The Elgato Wave 1 is one of the best microphones that you can have, okay? Now, with that said, I do have a lot of expensive gear, but believe it or not, I've been streaming for a while. My followage is increased to allow me to get the fancier stuff. So with that, the reason why I say start small, grow big. That's one of my sayings. Start small, grow big. Start off small. Don't spend a lot of money on the gear, because if you spend $1,000 to $2,000 on a gaming computer, and then you go and get the $200 XLR microphone with the $400 Go XLR mixer, you know, and then you go and buy all the lights and all the green screens and all this and all that, you will spend like close to $5,000 on streaming equipment. And the next thing you know, you're gonna be one of these streamers who for like 3 to 4 to 5 to 6, maybe a whole year, 6 months to a year down the road, you only have 1 or 2 viewers, and you're gonna get frustrated. You're gonna be like, oh man, you know, I've only got 1 viewer. This sucks. Why do I only have 1 viewer, man? Like, really, like, this is so depressing, man. Like, yeah, so like, I'm gonna give up on streaming, man. So like, I just don't like this. Why do I only have 1 viewer? You know, yeah, so I'm gonna quit. So here you are, you're quitting streaming because you've only got 1 viewer, 2 viewers, 3 max. And it's like, oh man, fuck this. I'm gonna quit streaming. This ain't what it's supposed to be. I'm supposed to just jump right in and have mega viewers. I'm supposed to have like 20, 50, 40, 100 viewers just because it's me. You know, no, just because it's you don't automatically get the viewers. You got to grow your community. Yes, John Blitz, never give up. Hell yeah, Leather Rebel, your streams are coming along great. So yeah, you know, if you go back, I will literally talk about, and I know they don't stream together anymore, but Leather Rebel and Tabitha Sabbatha are sisters, okay? Blood is thicker than water. But they used to have a stream together, okay? And so they started off small with this one dual stream that they used to do. Due to Leather Rebel is in the process eventually to moving to Oregon, they ended up splitting up. And Leather Rebel has her stream, and Tabitha Sabbatha has her stream. Okay, so you can see where Leather Rebel is slowly growing, and you can see where Tabitha already is. Yes, Sisters of Steel. So you can see the difference in streaming, and where you start from and where you'll end up, as long as you go with that route. They both started small and are growing big. So they are both awesome in their own rights. Now, with that said, you want to start with small gear. Don't go spending a lot of money on gear. Start small. What do I mean not spending a lot of money on gear? Well, ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to teach you how to set up your wonderful microphones to sound. Even right now, this microphone sounds really good, but I'm going to make it sound even better. And then, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to, if I can get this pulled up, this wonderful microphone right here. Yes, I've got a cover on it. This microphone right here is a $5 microphone, a $5 USB microphone. In a minute, I'm going to hook this up and we're going to tweak it, okay? And I'm going to show you some really cool things you can do with these tweaks, okay? Now, the other thing that I'm going to show you, let me go ahead and send you the links to that microphone real quick, guys. Let me scroll up, cheap $5 USB microphone. Now, that microphone I just showed you is a a special edition, a limited edition version of the microphone I just linked you in chat, ladies and gentlemen. There is the link to that microphone right there. That is a handheld USB microphone. The style of this microphone, ladies and gentlemen, as you see, is a rock band. It's a rock band style microphone. Where they get that style microphone is in this right here. I do have the expensive stuff. For those who don't know, I own a company called New Law Media. The music that I was playing at the intro and all my streams is my own custom music. I do my own music because of the DCMA strikes. But right here, Sennheiser, ladies and gentlemen, Sennheiser makes the handheld style of microphone. It is, as you'll see right there, an XLR microphone. Okay, that is XLR. If you see those three little prongs, that's an XLR microphone. This is an XLR microphone. I do have the Blue Kiwi microphone, which is right now it's $1,000. When it was brand new, it was $2,000. It's the same microphone that Harris Heller's using. I have it, never opened. I don't use it. Don't need to use it. Okay, the reason why I don't use the XLR microphones, because I don't need to. This microphone and this microphone do just as good. Okay, and I'll explain it to you here shortly. So anyway, there's that. Now, if you want to level up your microphone to something similar as this, this is the most expensive microphone you should have as a streamer. Don't go for the Harris Heller style. You're not a famous partnered streamer, so you don't need to spend $2,000 because Blue microphone, like I can pretty much guarantee you, he didn't pay for that microphone. Even though he claims he did not. Blue microphone, Blue company owned by Logitech, gave him that microphone. Major companies give Harris Heller free stuff. He doesn't pay for it. Even though he says he does not pay for it. They give it to him 100% free. How much is the one you are using now? The Elgato Wave microphone, ladies and gentlemen, there's two. They got the Wave 1 and the Wave 3. Now, the difference between the two is that the Wave 3 has a mute button on the top and little LED lights above the volume knob. I could have gotten that one, but I didn't want to, okay? Because this one here, the Wave 1, is $129.99. Okay, if you're paying, do not pay anything more than $10 more than this mic. $130 is the max you want to pay for this mic. Okay, there's people out there price gouging on video cards and microphones and cameras and all kinds of gear because it's limited quantity because of COVID. Do not pay the jacked up prices. Okay, you don't want to spend more than $10 to $20 more than what the product retails for. Okay, this retails for $129.99. Okay, you don't want to spend more than $10 more than this at making it $139.99. Okay, reason why is the Wave 3 is $139.99 retail. So why are you going to spend more for the more than the Wave 3 for a microphone that's cheaper than the Wave 3? Okay, don't buy the Wave 3 microphone. It's pointless. The Wave 3 microphone and this microphone right here are 100% identical in sound quality. There is no better sound in the Wave 3 microphone than the Wave 1 microphone. The only difference between the two microphones is the mute button on the top and the little lights down at the bottom. Okay, now why did I go for this? Why do I not need that mute button, ladies and gentlemen? Well, guess what? You see the little, if I can pull it into where you can see it. You see the little button right here that has a little ring light around it? Okay, that's the volume button and the mute button. If I press it, so you weren't able to hear me talk. There's a reason why I didn't want you to hear me talk. The sound you have is great. Thank you. I can make it even better. Now, where that turned red, that is a mute button. So why do you need to put a mute button and a mute button? Why do you need two mute buttons? Okay, not to mention, ladies and gentlemen, let me readjust that. Not to mention, I have two Elgato Streamdecks. I got the 15-button Streamdeck and the Elgato 32-button Elgato Streamdeck XL. Now, with the XLs or macro keys, you can create a button that mutes the microphone without having to touch the microphone. I can come over here right now and by pressing my Stremdeck button that I've got set up. Boa Blitz, I spent a lot of money on streaming. I only spent that much because I thought it would raise even more money for the charity I support. I got the best equipment you could get right from the beginning, but I also could afford it. Win-win, in my opinion. Right. See, Boa Blitz is a different thing. He has the money that he can spend and get it. Some of us don't have that kind of money like Boa has, you know, and Boa's doing a charity stream. He's trying to bring awareness to certain things. So in Boa's case, going all out like that is well worth it. Some of us are not Boa. Some of us are not doing these charity streams and are 100% everything Boa makes on his stream, ladies and gentlemen, goes to autism awareness, okay? So make sure you check Boa Blitzed out. Let him know that Retro sent you. But as I was saying, what's up? Jeff is Lone Wolf. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So make sure you go to, if you follow Boa Blitz, let him know that I sent you. 100% of his bits, his donations, his Twitch payouts, 100% of all the money from his stream that he gets, 100% of it goes to Autism Speaks. He keeps none of the money he accrues in his stream, okay? So because of that, he can put money into his stream because he owns his own company. He's also a jiu-jitsu master who teaches. So yeah, his name Boa is because he can choke the living fuck out of you, make you pass out. He can choke a fucking a god and put a god out. He is the Kratos of the real life, ladies and gentlemen. He is the god killer. Okay, just throwing that out there. Hello, Governor. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, as I was saying, the other mic that I would tell you to do, at least with the Elgato, if you go for Elgato, don't go for the Kiwi, don't go for the XLR microphone. Oh, but Harris Heller does it. So what? Harris Heller does it. So what? Markiplier does it. Don't be like them. Be you ×2. Okay, start small, grow big. I love this mic. Okay, I have the XLR microphones and I'm not using them. Okay, I have them, but I love this microphone. And at $129, the Wave 1 is perfect. I don't need to spend that extra money. Boa Blitz, what the fuck? Head swollen, right? Right? So anyway, I did spend the extra money. Here's the reason why you want to save money in getting the Wave 1, ladies and gentlemen. That extra $10 to $20 and $50 you may spend in getting the Wave 1, you can get this little attachment right here. This little thing right here, ladies and gentlemen, is the Elgato Wave pop filter, okay? It's $20. $20, okay? So let me pop that right back in. That's simple. Goes right in. Super easy to put on, and it's right where it needs to be, okay? So that money you save from from getting this microphone, you can get from getting the fancy stuff to go with it. Look what else I got up there. I've got the shock mount, okay? So you see that I'm hitting the desk, okay? You could probably hear it. I know you can hear it, okay? But it's not shaking the microphone. The microphone, if I were to shake it, you would get this, okay? If I didn't have the shock mount, you would get this. That's what it would sound like without the shock mount, okay? So the shock mount is $30. Save the money on your microphone to get the other features like the shock mount and the pop filters and things like that. So, yeah, that's the reason why you want to save the money. Don't blow everything for stuff that you need. Is the lights the hardest thing to put on? The lights are not hard to put on. I'll get to that momentarily. Now, I'm about to give you a link, guys. If you don't want to spend the money, the $129 for an Elgato microphone, which, in my opinion, the Elgato Wave, okay, is your high-end microphone. I showed you the link to the low-end microphone, ladies and gentlemen, but right here, this microphone I just linked you to is thanks to Claw Overdraw, okay? Claw Overdraw, let me go ahead and do a shout out to Claw Overdraw. Hopefully I'm doing this right. I can't remember if there's a space for it or not. Hopefully that's right. Hopefully that's right. But Claw sent me the link for that microphone. Oh, no, that's the wrong one. That's the $5 microphone. That's the $5 microphone. Hang on one sec. I gave you the wrong one. That was the $5 microphone again. This is the one from Claw Overdraw. There we go. So that microphone right there, ladies and gentlemen, is a $30 mid-level USB cardioid microphone. Okay, that second link that I posted, if you don't want to spend $5 for a mic like this, and you want to go mid-level, and you don't want to spend the money for an Elgato Wave, okay, go with that link for the $30 microphone. It's just as good. It's in between these two microphones, and with the settings I'm about to teach you in a bit here, you will have a great sound with any of these microphones, okay? Now, what do I mean about tweaking the microphone and the sounds? We're about to get to that. We are going to switch scenes here real quick, ladies and gentlemen. There's audio now. There is audio there now. I gotta add. I have to add it all in. There's a slight issue with all this. I got to add it later. The switching from the computer, ladies and gentlemen. Some of the stuff is done now. There you are. Yes, there I am. Retro Matrix. There's a reason for Streamception, ladies and gentlemen. This is a Ivory Gale thing, but there's a reason for this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to turn me off. Okay, so now I've turned me off, and you got some major Streamception. The reason for this Streamception, ladies and gentlemen, is because I want you to focus down here. We're going to raise this up a bit. There we go. So this way you can see everything here. Now, these are the filters in your sources and stuff like that. This is what we're going to be working on. So what we're going to do is we're going to add in the microphone. And we're going to go here to audio input capture, ladies and gentlemen. From audio input capture, we're going to go here to add new. And we're going to call this cheapo mic. Then we're going to come down here. And we're going to look for my USB microphone, which is... let me find it. USB camera. Do I have it hooked up? I could have swore I had it hooked up. Hang on, ladies and gentlemen. I could have swore I had this hooked up, and I may not. No, I do not. Okay, so we got to hook it up first. We got to hook it up. So hang on, guys. Hang on. I didn't have it hooked up. Now, it should be hooked up. Let me go ahead and delete that. We're going to go back to here. And we're going to go back to audio input capture. Go back to add new source. Rename it to cheapo mic. And hopefully it still shows it. I don't see it in there. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I can't show you that one right now. Hang on one second. I don't know why it's not showing up. So what we're going to do, since I can't input it properly... Oh, wait, it's showing. It's showing. Why is it what? Okay, it is showing. Or is that the... Okay, we're going to use the USB microphone there. So this will work. Okay. What we need to do now is go over here to monitor and turn the monitoring output. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Monitor off. Now, let me mute this one here. Okay, so now you guys are actually hearing me from the cheap microphone. How do I, Hellfire, how do I sound on the cheapo microphone? Okay, and you get it. I have no. That's the whole point of this. Yes, I have no filters. And how about the background noise? You sound like you were trapped in a box. So how's it? Okay, so now for that, ladies and gentlemen, how we're going to fix this is you're going to go on the mic, and we're going to go here to filters. Once we right click on the mic, and we're going to go right to this little plus sign. Now, there's many ways to do this. The first thing we need to do is add noise suppression. So I'm going to add the noise suppression on. And by default, it brings up speaks, which is for if you've got a lower end computer, okay, it's gonna basically if you have an i3 or an i5, speaks is what you want to use. Because I am on a higher end computer now, I can actually go and use, let me zoom it in, I can go and use this RN noise filter. So right out the gate, once I'm done with this, is that any better? How about now? As far as the background noise. Do you hear it? Yeah, the background noise is what we're focusing on right now. Sea of noise. Have you ever experienced the sublime recklessness after being bitten by a moose in the wild? Uh, sea of noise. No, I have never been bitten by a moose in the wild, so I would not know. Um, but anyway, how does the background noise sound? It is better. Okay. Now, from here, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go into the basic default settings for filters that come default in most all OBS. Okay. You're going to go to the plus symbol here and see where it says gain. We're going to go over here and we are going to get the next one that we're going to pull in. Let me make sure I got this right. I wrote this down. Is noise gate. We're going to go down to where it says noise gate, ladies and gentlemen. From noise gate, we add that in. And then we're going to set certain settings here. Every microphone is different, so it's going to sound different with each one. But I've got some certain settings that we're going to set, which we are going to set a 43.3. Oh, nope, we didn't want that one gate. We wanted that one at the bottom. That one. 3.3. Now, how do I sound so far right now? It's getting better? Right. Right. So that's going to change here momentarily. But for the most part, right now, ladies and gentlemen, you don't have that background noise. What I just did with the noise gate is I create an open close so that yeah, it's getting better. Yeah. So what that noise gate does, pretty much. Let me go to explain noise gate and stuff for you. With noise gate, you have a closed threshold and an open threshold. Let me pull it back up so people can see and I can read it to you. We'll go to noise gate. So you have an open and a closed threshold. Your closed threshold, basically, when the mic drops below the volume, the noise will turn off on the microphone. The open threshold is when the microphone goes below a certain or goes above a certain volume, the noise gate will turn that microphone off. That's the reason why I have the open one set to the 4.3, and I decreased the close to a certain level. So with that, then you have what's called the attack time. The attack time is how long it takes for the mic to go from off to on, as in fade in. Right now it's set to 25. And then you have the hold time and the release time. The hold time is how long the mic should stay on after the mic has dropped below the threshold. And then the release time is how long it takes for the mic to go from on to off as a fade out. Pretty much the attack, the hold, and release. If you don't know what you're doing as far as sound editing, leave those alone. Focus only on the open and the close. Okay? Now, in a minute here, I'm going to use my Elgato Wave microphone, and I'm going to show you what to do with this. I'm just trying to show you what the settings of this, how this works. So there's that. Now, we're going to go back to the filters. I don't know why I shut it off. And we're going to add in the next one. The next one that you want to add in is going to be called compression. So we're going to go come here to compressor, add the compressor in. Now the compressor, pretty much what the compressor is going to do is it's going to equalize your volumes. Your highs are, your louds are going to, your low volume is going to increase the low volume so that your low volume comes up and your high volumes come down. Okay. So I've already got some certain settings. We're going to change the ratio here to a 4.0, and then the thresholds of the microphone, judging by the peaks with my EQ that I'm looking at on another monitor, we are going to set the threshold to a negative 40.1, and then we're going to set the attack to a 5. And then we're going to leave the release where it's at, come down here to the output gain, and we're going to set that to a 0.3. And then we're going to hit done. Now, Hellfire, with those settings there, how does the microphone now sound? I'm going to do some... Good. Okay, is there any difference from the way that I'm talking now? Is there a difference when I talk like this? Can you hear me any differently when I'm talking like this? Did you hear me any different from there? Right. Right, that's because I'm away from the microphone. Retro is talking to us from the 50s. He discovered how to use his time shards, right? Right? So the reason why I sound the way I do, ladies and gentlemen, is because I am far away from the microphone. And I'm going to get to that here momentarily. I just wanted to show you the filters and the certain ones that you want to do, okay? So let me switch, go ahead and mute this microphone, and we're going to unmute the other. And go back to the chatting screen. Now, people can now hear you, Hellfire.
Yee.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, y'all couldn't hear Hellfire at the moment. That's because I had that muted. Now, I'm going to sound different because I'm on this microphone. The other microphone is further away from me. So when you take the microphone and you move it further away, now how do I sound with my Elgato Wave microphone moved away from me? Do I sound any different than I did, or what's the difference as far as how I sound now compared to what I sounded like a second ago, Hellfire?
Oh, way better with this mic.
So, like, no, I'm talking about, okay, so the microphone, this one here, I have it turned away from me. How does it sound like this compared to like this? So now the microphone is right here in front of me.
All right, do it again.
Testing 1 2 3 4. Testing 1 2 3 4. This is with the mic closer to my face, and then this is with the microphone further away from me. So the microphone now is further away from me.
Okay, then yeah, there's definitely you can tell it the distance away.
Right. So the other microphone, the cheapo microphone that I was using, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, it sounds hollow and thin and from afar. Right. So the other microphone I was using was from a distance. Okay. So with that, it's going to sound a lot different. Now, what we're going to do here is I'm going to go back to the Inception screen. We got Inception, ladies and gentlemen. Now, there's a reason why I'm doing this. As you can see, the cheapo microphone, let me pull this up a little bit. The cheapo microphone is muted, as you can see. But we're going to use my Wavelink audio real quick, and we're going to do some tweaks to that. What you're going to want to do here, and I'm going to show you. I've already pretty much done it. And we are going to create a whole new scene. Well, actually, no, we're going to do it here. We're going to do it here. Trying to get my thing here. Let me add media source. Boom. Okay, so now we're going to add in a source. This is recorded voice. We're going to make that loop. And we're done. Now, something that you want to do with this recorded voice, you're going to want to come to your settings. Now, many of you are going to have a different OBS than me. So in every OBS, it's pretty much the same, but it's not in the same place. For me, it's down here. I go to advanced, and I've already pretty much got mine set. You're going to go to your audio settings and set your headphones as your audio monitoring device. Okay, your audio monitoring device. Once you have that set, click done. Pretty much you're gonna, on this here, you want to go to the settings, and on the mixer audio settings, see where the recorded voice says monitor off. You're gonna go to here, monitor and output. Okay, once that's done, the monitor and output, when it says monitor, you in your headphones will hear what. Let me turn my Kiyo on so you guys can see me. Boom. So with the headphones set here, I'll be able to hear it, and you guys will be able to hear it both. Monitor and output will let the stream hear it and let me hear it. But what we're going to do is we're going to pull up, as you see here, I have the Audacity program. The Audacity program lets me record audio, okay? Normally, I would actually record stuff. Let me go into my preferences, and I have it set to the recording device as my microphone. I'm going to go over here and see where it says microphone USB. We're going to pull that in and hit OK. And then we're going to record a simple audio. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm trying to talk in a low quality voice right now. And then I'm going to talk really, really loud so that I can raise the peak of it up into the red as much as possible to have a variance between low and soft. Okay, so now I've recorded that audio. We're going to save it as an MP3. And as you see, I already have 2 different MP3s there. We're going to call this recorded audio cheapo microphone. And we're going to save it. And hit OK. No, we don't want to save that. We've already got it saved. So let me turn the camera off, ladies and gentlemen. Actually, I'll leave it on. It's not a big deal. Now, what we're going to do here, ladies and gentlemen, is we are going to go into our properties, go to browse, and we are going to go back to my folder, Sunday Stream. And as you see, I have the cheapo microphone pulled in. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm trying to talk in a low quality voice right now. And then I'm going to talk really, really loud so that I can raise the peak of it up into the red as much as possible to have a variance between low and soft. As you hear, I have that going. I'm going to mute my microphone real quick so that I can do those filters I showed you with that looping audio. Why can't I hear you? You should be able to hear me right now. Of it up into the red as much as possible to have a variance between low and soft. Hellfire, can you hear me talking and the recorded audio? 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm trying to talk. Oh, you're being sarcastic. Oh, never mind. Jeff was being sarcastic. Jeff was being sarcastic. Let me pull that away from my mouth real quick a little bit there, guys. So anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to right click on this, and we're going to go to filters. And we're going to add those same filters in as well. Now, you can add them in one by one, like I showed you here. But what we're going to do is go to cheapo microphone. We're going to copy these 3 filters. And we're going to paste them. Notice how that changed right there, guys? Notice how that changed? Low and soft. Testing 1, 2. How does that sound? I'm trying to talk in a low quality voice.
Sounds
right
different.
now.
Sure.
It definitely sounds different, yeah.
Really, really loud so that I can raise the peak of it up into the red.
Now we're going to do some adjusting here.
Have a variance between low and soft.
Now from there, guys, what we're going to do. I'm trying to talk in a low quality voice right now, and then is we're going to add some filters in. Actually, let me before we go there, let me switch to this screen here, guys. There is some plugins. Now, those are the stock plugins. Something you want to do, there is another set of plugins that you want to get. They're free plugins. This is the free stuff time, ladies and gentlemen. Free stuff. Right here. Now,
That's my favorite stuff.
right here is a set of what's called VST plugins. There's a music editing program called Reaper. The people who make the sound editing program called Reaper make a set of VST plugins that are free. You go to those links. I've already got them installed. We're going to go back to Inception here, and we're going to use those filters there. So we're going to go to this audio here and add those in, and it's going to actually make a big difference once you see this. So we're going to turn off the compressor. Now, I can use theirs. Actually, before we do this, we're going to add in one of theirs first. We're going to go ahead and add in a VST plugin. You just scroll down to where it says VST2 plugin. Click on that. We're going to rename this EQ. BRB, okay? And then once we do that, we're going to go to Select Plugins. And we're going to look for ReQ, which is this one right here. ReQ, Re-EQ. We're going to pick that one. We're going to re-minimize this. And then hit Open Plugin. Once you've done that, we're going to look down here. And right here is what we're going to look at. This is a standard EQ for setting your microphones. Now, this is a little bit more involved. This is the reason why I wanted to show you the default plugins in OBS, ladies and gentlemen, is because with this default plugin, with the default plugins, this goes into more in-depth stuff that I'm going to be showing here. Anyway, with all these, you can click on each individual one of these settings, but we're going to start off on 1 and change this type to band, and then we're going to go to 4 and type that to band. And that makes all 4 of them bands. Now, we're going to start off to the 1. And with this, we're going to set certain settings as well. So, we're going to set the EQ to, this one, we're probably, number 1, we're going to set to between 102 midway. And then number 2, we're going to set it to just before the 500 mark. Right there, we're going to bring it down just a little, not much. Now, with 3, what we're going to do here is we're going to take this one and put it just at the 1K mark. Okay, and we're going to put it right there and raise that one up. And we're going to take this 4 and put this one line after the 5K right there. And raise that about equal. And then once we're done with that, we're pretty much done with the EQ. The reason why I wanted to show you this real quick, guys, is watch this. Just from this plugin alone, we're going to unlock this.
Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm trying to talk in a low quality voice right now, and then I'm going to talk really loud so that I can
as you
raise
see
the peak of it up into the red.
Hey Tabitha, were you able to watch all the clips last night? Okay, cool. So as you see, it's staying in this green. Now if I turn this up,
1, 2, 3, 4. I'm trying to talk in a low.
The most it will go in this peak is in the yellow. You want to go nowhere past, hang on. You want to go nowhere past this middle section of the yellow. As you see, I'm going into the red here. That's because I have no filter set on my microphone. So I'm going to drop it back to where it's going just into the yellow. And as you see, just doing that alone changes my audio completely right there. So now I'm in a certain level to where I can talk to you guys and not have to actually raise my voice or anything like this. So I'm going to raise it up just a little bit so that I'm a little bit louder. So this way I can talk a little bit softer to you guys and actually sound pretty decent. Now, we're going to go back to this audio here and unmute it.
The peak of it up into the red as much as possible to have a variance between
Hugo, what is up? So as you see, that audio was I was telling you in that audio that I was raising my voice to try to get it into the peak of the red. Like this one here is slightly touching the red right there. I'm in the red, as you see. Sorry for blasting your ears, guys, but this one here, I'm in and out because of Game with a Friend, no problem. So this one here, guys, let me lower that volume there. this one here.
Voice right now, and then I'm going to talk really loud so that I can raise the peak of it up into the red as much as possible to have a very.
So as you see, that audio with those settings do not go into the red. Just to show you,
I'm trying to talk in a low quality voice right now, and then I'm going to talk really loud so that I can raise the peak of it up into the red as much as possible to have a variance between low and soft.
Watch what happens when I turn
Testing
the
1, 2,
filters
3,
off.
4. I'm trying to talk in a low quality voice right now, and then I'm
going to talk really loud so that I can raise
the peak of it.
So see, that's what the compressor. The compressor keeps it from going into that there.
Testing 1, 2, 3,
now,
4. I'm trying to talk in a low quality voice.
I'm going to stop talking for a second. Did you know Retro was a traveling microphone salesman, right?
Raise the peak of it
now,
up into the red as much as possible.
We are going to set these settings. We are going to here, hang on.
1, 2, 3,
we're going to temporarily
4.
mute this microphone. There is a reason for this. We are going to go into the filters for this. Now, once we got these filters here, I'm going to keep the noise filter as it is. We are going to get rid of the noise gates and the compressor. The reason for this is we're going to go over here and we're going to add in a VST plugin. And we're going to call this noise gate. We're going to go up here and add in the regates. So we're going to look for regate, which is this one right here. This is the Reaper plugins VST noise gate. Okay. And then we are going to go in and go ahead and add the compressor in. So go to VST plugins. Call this compressor. And add that one in. Now the compressor, we're going to go ahead and maximize that and select Recomp right here, Recomp. Okay. Now we're going to turn that one off and bring that EQ down. Bring that up because you want to have it in this order. You want noise suppression, noise gate, compressor, and EQ. We're going to start with the noise gate, minimize that down, and hit open plugin. Now this right here, guys, is the audio of that looping file right there. We're going to minimize this. And I can raise the peak of it up into the red as much as possible to have a variance between low and soft. Okay, so now with
testing 1, 2, 3, 4.
Noise gate,
I'm trying to talk in a low
43.3. Now you see by doing that, guys, that completely shut it off. So we're gonna take this noise gate filter here to have a variance between low and soft. Now, let me mute that real quick. What we want to do with this filter here is you want to keep this slider just below the lowest part. Wait for these green bars and see where it drops down. And you want to have it just below the lowest peak there. Okay. Now, once we do that, then we can we should be set for here. You don't want to touch none of these envelope stuff, none of this wet dry volumes, none of this. Only touch this slider. Now, with that, the noise gate at 43.3 decibels, we are going to close that, and then we're going to come over to the filters again. And we are going to unlock the compressor, open up the plugin. Done for that for now. Now we're in this here, guys, so you can actually see the volume going through. We're going to go ahead and set the settings of the compressor to being a ratio of, where's ratio? Right there. We want to make this 4.0. We want the threshold. And I lost my threshold. No. Oh, I know what I did wrong. I did this wrong, guys. Hold on. I did it backwards. This is supposed to be 43.3. Bring that down like that. The same way as the other one. Push that up a bit. Now we're going to turn this on so you can actually hear. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm trying to talk in a low. Now I showed this here so you can hear the clipping.
And then I'm going to talk really, really loud so that I can raise the peak of it up into the red as much as possible to have a variance between low and soft. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm trying to talk in a low quality voice right now. And then I'm going to talk really, really loud.
Okay, so I'm still talking, guys. So we want to have the compressor there.
Red as much as possible to have a variance between low and soft.
We're going to close that out. We're going to go back to the filters here.
1, 2, 3, 4. I'm trying to talk in a low quality voice right now.
Now with the filters and stuff, there's a lot of tweaking
the peak
that you have to do.
The red as much as possible to have a variance between low and soft. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm trying to talk in a low quality voice right now. And then I'm going to talk really, really loud so that I can raise the peak of it up into the red as much as possible to have a variance between low and soft.
We're going to set this to
testing
4.0.
1, 2, 3, 4. I'm trying to talk in a low quality voice right now. And then I'm going to talk really, really loud so that I can raise the peak of it up into the red as much as possible.
So now we got that set to where there's no clipping
between low and soft.
Because if you adjust this wrong, it's going to start clipping your audio.
1, 2, 3, 4. I'm trying to talk in a low
We're going to close that
voice right now.
We're going to go back to the compressor.
I'm going to talk really, really loud so that I can raise the peak of it up into the red as much
and
as
as you
possible
see here,
to have
everything
a
is
variance between
everything
low
that's
and soft.
loud gets turned down. Everything that's low gets turned up.
1, 2, 3, 4. I'm trying to talk in a low quality voice right now. And then I'm going to talk really, really loud so that I can raise the peak of it up into the red as much as possible to have a variance between low and soft.
Now,
1, 2,
as you
3,
see
4.
here, ladies and gentlemen, with all those settings that I've did, we're going to go ahead and mute
and then
this.
I'm going to talk.
And we're going to take and copy these filters, ladies and gentlemen. See where cheapo microphone is. We're going to come over here to where the filters are. And we're going to delete all these filters. Now, the filters that we took here, again, you want to go to the settings, go to copy filters, come down to here and hit paste filters. Okay? Once we did that, it places all those filters there. Now, I'm going to mute my microphone and we're going to talk out of the cheapo microphone and see what you guys think with the cheapo microphone and how it sounds. So let's mute. Okay, so now, this is the one microphone right here. That's the USB camera. We're going to do
That's
right there. Okay. So, now we got that, still got that can sound, but that's because I'm using the microphone from the web camera. But still, this right here, if we want to do some more adjustments, we're going to go over here to the filters and go to the EQ, open the plugin, and then we're going to do adjustments here, turn that to band, turn that one band, and this is going to help adjust the settings here. Test, 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 test. Testing 1, 2, 4. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. Test, 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 test. Okay. That down a little bit more. We're trying to adjust it to get rid of that can sound. Bear with me a second here. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. Test, 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 test. That up. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4.
So right there, we did a lot. We're going to adjust the frequency a bit here. Bring it down a little bit lower. Bring the gain down. And on this one, bring the frequency a little bit lower. Bring the gain up a bit. This number here. Okay, so now, I'm still going to sound like I'm in a can, but as you can see, you don't have the background noise. But for what it is, this is just a webcam microphone. Now, with this settings here, we are going to take these filters and we're going to apply them to my wavelength. So go ahead and go here, paste filters. Go. Now I'm gonna mute this one. Now, from here, I'm pretty sure I sound a little bit different than I normally do for the most part. I'm actually going to turn the monitoring on this one as well. So we're going to go to Wavelength Stream, Monitor Output. So now I can actually hear what I'm sounding like. I get a little bit of echo in myself, but I can see that my volume is going really well. But for me, because I can't stand it, I'm going to turn this monitoring off because it's irking me. There we go. So now, for those of you still watching, how does the audio that I've got going here sound to you guys right now? As far as my stuff. Now I'm going to tweak it a little bit different. These are not the standard ones. These are the filter settings for the webcam microphone to the Elgato Wave microphone. But this is what it sounds like right now. What I'm going to do is switch back to here. How many of you are still active and watching right now? Let's see. Sounds good to me. Okay, so with this said, with the certain settings and stuff like that, just those alone do a lot of different things. Sounds good. Good. Okay, so with this, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back to the cheapo microphone settings and go to those filters because I don't like the I like the Reaper EQ, but I don't like the compressor or the noise gate. So for me, what I would suggest is to go to the filters of the looping, of course, and we're going to delete this one here. We're going to delete their compressor, and we're going to go back and add the other two, which are easier to understand and easier to do things with. So we're going, oh, wrong filters. Let's see. We're going to go to noise gate. Add that in. We're going to add in the compressor. Okay, now, under noise gate, we need to loop that audio real quick. Let me get the audio loop really, really loud so that I can raise the peak of it up into the red as much as possible to have a variance between low and soft. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm trying to talk in a low quality voice right now. And then I'm going to talk really, really loud so that I can raise the peak of it up into the red as much as possible to have a variance between low and soft. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm trying to talk in a low quality voice right now. And then I'm going to talk really, really loud so that I can raise the peak of it up into the red as much as possible to have a variance between low and soft. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm trying to talk in a low quality voice right now. And then I'm going to talk really, really loud so that I can raise the peak of it up into the red as much as possible to have a variance between low and soft. I'm still here, guys. Bear with me. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm trying to talk in a low quality voice right now. And then I'm going to talk really, really loud so that I can raise the peak of it up into the red as much as possible to have a variance between low and soft. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm trying to talk in a low quality voice right now. And then I'm going to talk really loud so that I can raise the peak of it up into the red as much as possible to have a variance between low and soft.
Guys, like I said, we got to bring up the
testing
the
1,
EQ.
2, 3, 4. I'm trying to talk in a low quality voice right
as you
now.
see the settings
and
here,
then I'm going to talk really loud so that I can raise the peak of it up into the red as much as possible to have a variance between low and soft. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm trying to talk in a low quality voice right now. And then I'm going to talk really loud so that I can raise the peak of it up into the red as much as possible to have a variance between low and soft.
The cheapo microphone settings.
Testing
and
1, 2, 3, 4.
Copied and pasted.
I'm trying to talk in a low quality voice right now. And then I'm going to talk really loud so that I can raise the peak of it up into the red as much as possible to have a variance between low and soft.
Sound right, because your mics are going to be different
Testing
than my
1,
mics.
2, 3, 4.
So
I'm
you're
trying to
pretty much
talk in a
click
low
on it,
quality voice right
and go
now.
to copy
And
filters.
then I'm going to talk really
come down to the
loud so that I can
microphone
raise the peak
those
of it up
filters.
into the red as much as possible to have.
We're going to mute that. We don't need that anymore, but we are going to have that. We're going to have two different microphones, guys. So I am I don't know why it's not coming through. It's showing me up here that it's coming through. I know you can't hear me. I know you can. I know. Hang on. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. For some reason, it's not coming through like it's supposed to. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so hang on a second, guys. Hang on 1 second. We are going to delete that microphone. We're going to re-add the microphone, guys. We are going to re-add the microphone.
Okay, now we're going to go back to audio capture. We're going to do monitor and output. Okay, now y'all should be able to hear me now. Okay, I am using this microphone. Okay, now with that said, we're going to paste those filters. Okay, now with the filters, I still sound like I'm in a can. Let me make sure I got that the right one. Microphone, USB camera. Okay. And so it's not the other microphone, whatever. But even still, with the settings, the downside is that for some reason this microphone isn't putting things for me to select. So I'm using a webcam microphone, so the audio is not going to sound good as if I had that camera in there, but it's whatever. But the main thing is, despite the sound like a can, the audio is set right. Had I used those same settings as you heard on here, it sounds right on this microphone. I'll mute one.
Now, those settings that we set, I'm using them on this Elgato Wave microphone. So as we know, the filters do work. The microphone is from the webcam, so it sucks. For some reason, this doesn't want to input because I guess I had to restart OBS. So what I'm going to do, ladies and gentlemen, don't leave. Do not leave. I'm going to close my Streamlabs down, and I'm going to restart my Streamlabs. So the stream is going to go off for a second, but do not leave. I'm coming right back. Bear with me.